Welcome to 108 Gate, where we're looking at the energies, we're looking for some inspiration, we're looking for some rejuvenation, whatever it is you are looking for. Let us know in the comments so that we can seek it out, find it, let it know that we're looking for it. So, with that, we're going to go Tiger Lily, choose the safe harbour for now. Very interesting energy for today. That's going to be the centre one. We'll have one each side, male, masculine, female, feminine. That's weird. Okay, be calm and calm will come. Be calm and calm will come. Say what you want, say what you need, and it knows where to come. That's what I just said. If you want calm and peace, ask for it. Longevity, plan for and take the dedicated path. Plan for and take the dedicated path. Okay, so as I was prepping for this reading, I did have an intention to have a word. The word will be in the bonus reading if it's there. If not, I will try and figure it out how to bring it in. So the feeling is the long-term plan, the long-term intention, the figuring out of the steps required now for a solid future, for a more considered future, if you want. In that consideration, allowing things to pop up that aren't comfortable. If the pattern has been in the past to be like, I don't want to do that, I'm not comfortable with that, I'm not good at that, I'm not willing to look at that, I'm not willing to acknowledge that, I just don't want to even think about that. Just start thinking about how could you gently begin to look at it, how could you gently begin to consider it. And I know if we're really, really pushing something away, that the last thing we want to do is looking at how to let it come forward. But for those of you who want a challenge, who love a challenge, who are up for the challenge, how about just letting yourself let those things in with that intention? Then you may have quite a few significant nuggets of progression, personal progression, wow, coming in such a way that you can't really ignore. Mastery. So choose the safe harbour for now. Choose the safe harbour for now. If this was like that, that would be where it's pretty much not safe. Like Nine of Swords, it's just the one before Ten of Swords. And if you remember what the Ten of Swords is, it's when the Ten of Swords are right in the back. The Nine of Swords, not fully down yet, not down and out for the count, but you're literally got a chance to master something. I'm saying master your fears, master your intentions, master yourself, so that you're not facing away from those things that cause overwhelm, that cause intimidation, that cause anxiety. Instead, face it, do it gently. I've said it before, I'll say it many, many times again. I don't see it as a way of jumping into or like grappling with your fears or stuff like that, or your comfort zones. When you're coming out of one comfort zone, easing yourself into a new comfort zone, actually look at it as if you're easing yourself into it. How do I go to it? How do I break it down step by step so that I'm anticipating success? I'm anticipating the best possible outcome, instead of being fearful because of it being maybe the first time you've done something, or maybe because it seems so large and bigger than you, or it feels so large and bigger than you, out of your comfort zone, that it brings in a low vibe energy. No need for it. Just imagine that everything that you're pretty much going for, most of the time, I'm not saying all the time, someone else has possibly been there, done that, and gone forward. I'm not saying that it's not worth doing, therefore. What I am saying is really looking at the pros and cons, really weighing out the risks. And it's like, well, if there's certain risks that you can put a safety net in for, put the safety net in there. For example, if you're buying something or you're investing in something, instead of investing the full shebang, Is it possible that if you were to invest 50% or 25%, could you still make an investment? But because that other thing is your safety net and your nest egg, so to speak, that you don't want to risk it, do you have to risk 100%? Or can you keep 75% as your nest egg and 25%? Can you afford to risk that one as an investment? Right, if you've won, you've won. If you haven't won, you haven't lost it all. Getting smart with what you're doing, getting smart with how you approach things, getting smart with how you are investing in yourself, getting smart with the conflicts that come up internally, externally. That possibly could be, so it says choose the safe harbour for now. That could be that you're either not choosing the safe harbour, you're not seeing the safe harbour, or you don't even think, believe there is a safe harbour. Finding it and utilising it for yourself. Okay, so they're really jumpy again, really powerful messages coming in. So whoa, sorry, take the emotion out of it, just read the cards. Ten of Cups, emotions not quite fulfilled. The sun not quite shining. Go to your safe space so that the cups can feel upright. Go to your safe space so the sun can shine and give you some more vitamin D. Some of us may need more of it than we realise. Ten of Swords. There's a lot of inner conflict coming in. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I don't know why I was hearing the Michael... No, not with Michael Jackson. The Jackson 5 song. Can you feel it? So 8 of Cups. Walking away from something. Be calm and calm will come. So you gotta... There's still this aspect, this feeling of there's certain things you've got to face. You've got to even acknowledge exist to be able to walk away from them. If you don't acknowledge that there's a big bear behind you, you can't walk away from the big bear and you just stood still. If you don't acknowledge that there's a fear right there under your subconscious, you won't go into your subconscious, allow it to come up to your conscious mind and let the conscious mind bring some clarity for you. You gotta get the courage in. Bring the courage in, bring the strength in, bring the awareness that you are possibly just contemplating that you're stronger than you think. Don't be fearful. There you go. Go to your higher consciousness. Go to your higher awareness. Let your feminine, your divine feminine within guide you. Get a grasp of like the reality of the situation. Go with some fresh ideas. Go in with some fresh approach. Go in with some fresh strategies. Go in with some fresh awareness of who your potential is. Do you want more? And I don't mean more of what you've already got. I mean more of the better stuff. Or do you want? Are you okay? If you're content and you're okay, then everything's good, hunky dory. But do you want more of the good life? Do you want more of the higher potential that you can feel is just bursting within you? It's like a whirlwind, and also like a whirlpool. There's just like this whole energy of just like vroom, vroom, vroom. It's not necessarily the water or the air. It's that potential that's building and brewing in that actually whirling of the air or the water. It's not necessarily the actual water or the air. That's a whole different thing altogether. There's a difference between the air and the water. But if that power is not there to create that whirlpool or that whirlwind, it's just air and water. But the fact that force is being focused on it, then it's whirling that potential of like, what is that going to create? Are you going to, like, do you know what I mean? On a energetic level, where you're gonna utilize that? Are you going to throw it out, or are you going to utilize it? So in a 3D version of that would be, are you going to use that wind? Is it a perpetual whirlwind, whirlpool that you can get a water wheel in there and get electricity or get power from it? Are you going to get a wind turbine in there and utilise the wind and utilise that energy for something else? That's within you. That whirlwind feels like it's within self. How are you going to utilise? How are you going to utilise? How are you going to utilise? Bringing some justice to something that wants to go on top. That felt really fidgety. that wants to go on top of the upside down Ten of Cups and the upright Eight of Cups, which is directly under peace. Be calm, and calm will come. Some justice has to come in. Have you let something slip and slide in the past? Have you had it out with someone that I was not happy about this situation, I was not happy about this outcome, I feel cheated, I feel duped, I feel unjust, I feel this was unjust or that was unjust. I feel unjust within myself because I didn't protect myself. I didn't protect so-and-so. Or was it that so-and-so should have protected you and it was unjust? Whatever it is, there's quite an intense conflict here. And I now can't remember the word. Interesting. It looks like I'll have to do a bonus with that word focused on it. Oh, I can't remember it. I'll get it now. I'll do a bonus with that specific word because that specific word brought up a lot of energy earlier on, and I did feel that the reading will focus on that word, a reading. So today I will aim to do a bonus. So if you want to get the bonus and following readings and you've enjoyed this process that we're going to go through deeper and deeper, please do feel free to join us and subscribe and hit the button so that you can be notified for the coming videos and when they're uploaded. So for now, with that, peace and love.